And we back with another one. Urban New York platforms, airwave.new on Instagram. How we doing? 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 Hope you're doing great. I'm doing pretty well. I have missed y'all dearly. Happy New Year, first of all. Merry Christmas as well. All that good stuff. Happy holidays. I know I'm mad late to that. But yeah, New Year's, new success. I wanted to drop, my end of the year list videos and stuff like that. But there was an album that kept getting recommended to me. And it was one of those big ones too. It seems like, and it's McKinley Dixon. Magic Alive. I've never listened to McKinley Dixon. I've never heard of McKinley Dixon, but they were always talking about him, and I wanted to react to it. Last year in December or whatever, but after my trip, I got super super sick, and I didn't want to give like a half-assed reaction. Now, don't get your expectations up for him to be in my list. You know what I'm saying? Because I doubt I'm gonna like get it immediately. So I'm gonna probably prioritize the people that I'm already really, attached to within my list. Because I'm gonna be real. I'm not gonna be disingenuous and act like I'm listening to people I don't listen to. I'm gonna be very, very honest. So without further ado, let us get into it. Magic Alive, McKinley Dixon. Let's go. It's been so long. I don't know if I know how to do this anymore, guys.
Summer is hot, babies and beaters, sweat beating under my t-shirt. Sun hit it right, gleam on this chain, view from it all it might be worth. Me and my niggas sitting and listening, figuring what all the trees heard. We not the only ones, so when it come to a shit, pray both your knees work. I ain't here for none of you, I'm here to pay grandmama back for a time. Ain't mad you crying, I'm mad at something I made you feel like you had to hide, that's on me. Really not better than anyone, have to put that thought aside. Cause how can I scold you when loose fitting clothes belonging to father once upon a time? Saw the world from the back of a bike, sun crowning his head, I watched from behind. It's so easy to write about death when none of y'all niggas is really alive.
It's so easy to write about death, but none of you niggas is really alive. Oh, he's one of those rappers. This is okay. I'm liking this. His delivery reminds me of JPEG Mafia. I'm not gonna lie. Is this an old school guy or is this a new person? Y'all let me know.
My chest, touching my chin, hands on my cheeks is a bliss. Be as strong as the concrete, but as fragile as when hitting your knees kiss. I've been splitting through seasons, hoping all parts gon' eventually collide. Young and come running like tight in his hands. We gather our naskets, magic alive.
Is Magic Alive?
Yeah.
All right, the instrumentation was really beautiful. Kind of reminds me of the stuff y'all been having me listen to with Navy Blue. The the theme seemed like it's gonna revolve around life and death. You see, I think this is him. I assume this is him looking at like an astral projection of somebody that's dying or someone ascending to heaven. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here, but somebody's dying. I like the instrumentation a lot on there. Let's see what else is going on.
Collecting once, now I'll never move again.
Sugar Water featuring Quelly Chris and Anjama. Now Quelly Chris, they were on a lot of the Arm& Hammer stuff. I even got a comment that said he's damn near the unofficial third member, which is facts because he's on like every project that y'all recommended from them. And I fuck with him. I think he's cool. Personally, my favorite features are always going to be the Earl Sweatshirt features on the Arm& Hammer projects, but that's just me. All right, let's listen to it. Sugar Water.
Collecting once, now I'll never move again alone. Made a couple dollars from fist filled with rockin' broken home. Y'all finna see, making it so all my loved ones known. Doing it so that the girl could drape up on my collarbone.
Can't make my peace.
Can't make my peace. I'll give
My soul.
I'll give my soul, yeah. Okay. So I'm getting this revenge. Feel his little dance on water, boy. As the plot thickens, my niggas be clicking. Hard bottoms, 3 a.m. on the floor in the kitchen. Dance to the death, my heart and floor, you stuck.
That jazziness is
But let's
insane.
not wake Miss Jackson up. Let's get out of here.
Can't make my peace. I'll give my soul to keep. Can't find my place. I'll give.
This feels like that Christian rapper that popped out to your church, but like he's not bad though. He don't sound corny.
We moving forwards feels like yesterday. My big bro told me every song you makes a picture of forever. Oh, girl, once you let it out, spread out. Ever course.
On all the concrete cracked and birthed a new host. I seen him swing his hand, he get down a whole light post. Was happy when I seen him, his dance a beautiful sight. Now I take a step back, seen him in a different light. Goddamn, what I done did, what have I promised him? The chances are so slim, I can't have broke.
I'm not picking up on the concept yet, but it's only 2 songs in. That last portion, it sounded like, it kind of reminded me of 2 groups that reminded me of each other, and that's Earth Gang and Flatbush Zombies. I'm probably thinking of Johnny Venus from Earth Gang, and then thinking of Michi Darko from Flatbush Zombies. If you don't know these people, then ignore what I'm saying. But they have this high register to their voice that's also super aggressive at the same time. It's a little bit of rasp to it. It's really entertaining, and they can rap their ass off when they get into that bag. Still, it's just different than what you usually hear. It's really ear catching, and I think he did that on this last portion in a way that kind of felt nostalgic, because I used to listen to those people all the time. I was in like middle school when I found out about Flatbush Zombies and Earth Gang. I think I found out about them like in the same year, like in my 7th grade or 8th grade year. Really tough, man. Really tough. I like this one. I really do. Something about that "can't find my place, I'll give my soul away" reminds me of masculinity within rappers. It's probably not even talking about that, but what it made me think of is how these rappers will sell their soul so quickly, so easily, because they couldn't find their place before the success anyway. So what am I really losing by giving away my soul? I didn't really like who I was beforehand. Whatever, who cares? I don't think he's talking about that at all, but it just like brought my mind to that. So far, it's nothing that's like mind blowing to me though, but I'm not mad at these songs. This one's titled "Crooked Stick," featuring Gayes, Guevara, and Alfred.
Boogie woogie weed to the beat of the clock's tick tock. They just wanna like Rick Ross. Bourgeois flip flops. Give a fuck my pants.
They just wanna like Rick Ross. That's hilarious.
Haven't even yet to hit TikTok. Do that little dance for TikTok. They've been mopped and wish-washed. NPC white noise blip blah. Bitch stop tripping over the time of that wristwatch.
Yeah, this ain't for me. I can already tell this not for me. And speaking of Doechii, she would fit on here perfectly. This is her type of style. The breathiness of it, the bombastic production, the like weird little onomatopoeia words that's being used. That's her type of shit.
Die a legend or nigga, I simply won't die at all, stupid. Touching my face, shit, man, I guess I survived. Turn to my niggas in that yellow, seems the curse been defied. My skin can make the living dead and dead come alive. Might put an OG on his beat, watch his career get revived. Wow. He's still not touching me though. Stop tripping over the time of that wristwatch.
Yeah, it's like some Danny Brown type shit, I don't know. This is like I'm not listening to songs that are saying like pish posh, dance for TikTok, girl, mopped and wish wash, white noise, NPC, blip blop. That's not the type of shit I'm listening to. But there is something there. I understand why somebody would like it, because that's some shit I would have used to like. But yeah, it's not for me though. Recitative, featuring Teller Banks. That is a fire name with the $sign too. That's a fire name. Never heard of him though. Let's see how he rap or her. The sound, this whole thing.
I heard from the window, I hear my name said differently each time. Space between it the same. The sound from where she come from and the mama before she came. I nod to the second floor, a smile, simple exchange. The decision if it's life or death ain't for us cleft. Sonatry's the only ref. Ain't no need to answer yet, but can I have your stories when you gone? I'm fiending, itching to make to forever. I'm scheming, hoping these niggas don't get too clever. These demons just hell bent on being so heaven sent, burning through whatever next just to find out what forever meant. Teaming up with the thought that I don't need you, I'm leaving out of the house just till the light. Look through the screen door, seen when we danced all night. Don't cry, skin the tone to let us hot a joint. Water wash over is a dance to anoint, but brown liquor help me pirouette round the point. Yeah.
I love that first beat. I think there's about to be a beat switch. Love the way he was rapping on it. Kind of reminded me of some, like the production reminded me of something I'd hear in the background of like a Boondocks episode. Like I really was enjoying that. Sorry I put Vaseline on before hitting your joint. That is hilarious to me. That is hilarious. I like what he said about, before you go, can I keep your stories? That's a beautiful line. Yeah, there's a lot here that I like. This is probably my favorite song. Not even probably, this is definitely my favorite song so far. Let's hear the rest of it though, if he sticks the land up for me. Brown liquor help me pure away around the point. Pure away, is that like a ballerina dance? Like he's saying, it helps me, beat around the bush, like dance around the subject, cause I'm drunk. I don't know.
Shit. I hit you right when I land in another country that's never gonna be seen by my mans. Rising sun, when I wake up, you put the money in hand. We stick you with the doohickey like you was leading Japan. Bang. Hanging with y'all got me asking where the wonder at. You and Haynes got it common, know your nigga front to back. If it don't make mama mad, where the fun in that? I'm trying to be everywhere that the sun is at. Red holes up in his fleece, you know that we finna drop when the drama getting increased. Mama got a new house on my life, she get a new lease. Rest of the money spent on finding ways to raise the deceased. And I'ma do it too, except your signy when he drop. I'm heavy-headed and I blame that shit right on my pops.
Rest of the money spent on finding ways to raise the deceased, and I'ma do it too, except your signy when he dropped. That like, why'd you randomly diss niggas like that? That's so funny to me. He didn't have to do that. That is really that's some JPEG Mafia shit too. The sound of it, the way he's rapping on it, and then little lines like that. That's like a creative little thing that JPEG Mafia would do too. I feel like they should make music together if they haven't, but they probably haven't. I'm just late. This is fire though. This whole thing is fire.
Ride with the locust while we ain't no civilians. Ride with a dummy if it's smoking, it's fire, we drilling. Try told niggas, nah, I don't wanna kill him. Them no lies matter to me when I get in my feelings, bitch, I'm sensitive.
Damn. No lives matter when I get in my feelings. That's hard.
87 swing like a pendulum. If I'm swinging, I'm swinging for fences in. Then the deal is a synonym. M.A.M. Bitches chopper spit quicker than Eminem. Bitches chopper spit niggas from Minnelim. Lady, my idol.
But this chopper spit quicker than Eminem. That's fire.
Benefits just been rapping and backing and sitting there. They was in there before the internet. Bitch, you wonder whoever can get it next. I showed up, bitch, nigga.
That was my favorite song. This one right here, whatever it's called, however you pronounce it, that's my favorite one. I like what Taylor Banks did on there. I like what McKinley did on there. The production was fun. His energy was fun. Everything was really in your face, but still not annoying to me. I fucked with it. What is the overall like thing going on here? I don't know. Maybe this is just not one of those things that I'm gonna pick up, or I'll pick it up on my first listen. But this is a fun song. This is probably gonna be something I listen to like a lot. Run, Run, Run Part 2. Also, there's a Part 1 to this. Okay. You can put this in the background of a video game though.
All right.
Like Kingdom Hearts.
Is heavy, but it's never held alone. You keep it steady and you find your way home.
Yes.
A pointed finger and a kiss to my dome with a stare from the door that'll turn your ass into the reach. But for now, we keep running. If one day we'll be free, keep it running. Who am I if not mama's gun? Pop you in the lip once your mouth decided wanna run. Flowers grew out of the plots, limited by the runs. But to join them more than fill the spots, absent of sun. Confident wherever we went, horizon gave reason to live. More time seeing and spent. Stained glass, we grew up under shows the future it seems. But the dying beneath the stars, a real gangster's dream. Thug love. In the summer, us the block away home. A pointed finger and a kiss to my dome with the stare from the door that'll turn your ass to stone.
The energy, the horns in the background, it's all just The heart is heavy, but you never hold it alone. That's a good way to like depict grief sometimes, I mean, at least that's what I gathered from it. I've told you I've been to like mad funerals, it's just something that's been a part of my life for so long. And it's not like on some tragic stuff, like I got a lot of old people in my family, a lot of people passed, things of that nature. And to hear that your heart is heavy, but it's never held alone, kind of sums up how it feels when you walk into the thing after the ceremony, when you're about to eat and stuff like that, and everyone's gathered together or praying together. And, there's tears, but there's also a lot of laughing and also a lot of remembering. As long as you got other people with you that's feeling the same thing you're feeling, you are not holding that weight by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's a great line to put in here. especially as a hook too, because you hear it more than once.
Baby, please don't let my hand go. I need it. My target audience is everyone with heart. Came a long way from ripping heads off.
Felt that. My target audience is everyone with heart. I felt that. My target audience is everyone with heart. You feel me? Check the birthmark. You feel me? That is crazy. That's a line right there. I felt that. That's relatable. Caption.
Sit down to rub them with golden fingertips, keeps eyes raw. I've been watching over the land for many damn seasons, tapping for rocking back and forth on the porch, mimicking breathing. Please, Lord, watch over the boy while he is teething. Niggas and sons to religion for all the wrong reasons. Fans, his pictures folded, faces cover the page. Palms reach up to God, yelling out all the rage.
Yeah.
Why my love wasn't enough to keep his ass safe? Why they had to use him to be the ones at the stage? I don't know. But really, what a
Now this album's really picking up. What the fuck was that? That might be my new favorite song. I think that's my new favorite one. Damn. Why he start going like that? When he said, I look off to the distance and think I see you, I realize my eyes are glistening, it couldn't be true. How proud of me you be, that's the tool I use to measure. Get them popped in the mouth if your ass think it's clever. Who does that remind you of? It reminds you of your mom. That's such a crazy, relatable thing, because that's how I measure a lot of things in my life. Is how, and it's not always a good thing. Sometimes you really gotta, try to minimize that weight, but you can't help it sometimes. Like, you measure the value of what you're doing sometimes in the proudness, or the pride, I should say, not proudness, the pride that your mother would take in you doing it, or your parent would take in you doing it. And it's like, sometimes, at least in my mind, sometimes that could be a shackle, but it also, other times it could be like a boost to something, great, kind of like how, Kanye had Donda. And then a follow up with saying, get him popped in the mouth if you guys think it's clever. If you being a smart ass, you think you being a smart mouth. I have been, guilty of that several times. That is kind of like the thing I've been guilty of the most. I'm not gonna lie, that's why I got popped the most. Super little kids thinking that this lick gonna last forever. And by this lick, I think they're talking about either life or childhood or innocence. Like, when you're a kid, you don't even really conceptualize the concept. You don't really like digest the concept of death fully. And he's been talking about that a lot this album. I think that's what this album's about. So you think, oh, this shit gonna last forever, we're gonna be chilling, you know what I'm saying? But when you get older and that time starts taking, and you start seeing, like, damn, the people that I've been trying to make, proud the most, they're gonna go pretty soon in comparison to me. And that shit weighs on you. Braids of the summer, taking off with the fall. She tugging up on my shoulder, asking, is you involved? Involved with what? I like this song a lot. It's probably my favorite or second favorite song. Let's go to the next one. We're Outside Rejoice.
yeah.
I can just hear the instrumentation for the rest of the song, to be honest. I don't need the lyrics to this. This is my type of shit. I like this. The jazzy little saxophone in there too. Come on.
Through an obvious choice, the child born under sun, lift him up, we gon' hoist. When you yelling at the sky, hide the crack in your voice.
Simba type shit.
Rejoice, rejoice.
Please remember that it ain't what it seems. Stars and concrete used to map on my dreams. I could use blasphemy to do miraculous deeds when we
Outside, rejoice, rejoice.
I love laying with you here in the grass. Feels like it was just us in the worlds that passed. When we prayed that one summer really wasn't gonna last, but we
Outside, rejoice, rejoice.
Rejoice, rejoice.
We outside, rejoice, rejoice.
We outside, rejoice, rejoice.
We outside, rejoice, rejoice. We outside,
Rejoice, rejoice.
we outside, rejoice, rejoice. We outside, rejoice, rejoice.
This shit sound black as hell, and I love it. I love how black this sound. That sounds
break the seams, hold it against me. It's summertime, everyone schemes. From the legends to the dope man, the poets and fiends. Hoping what I brought back is enough to redeem. Memories that made your eyes cry when you sung. Found a way to describe my heartbeat in my lungs. Feel alive in the ocean, my face a hell, sun. Grab your hand with no plan, and we
Found a way to describe my heartbeat and my lungs. Mm. That's what writing could really do for some people, man. That's what it's done for me time and time again. I love that line a lot.
Yeah. Through an obvious choice, the child born under sun, lift them up, we gon' hoist. When you yelling at the sky, hide the crack in your voice, cuz.
Outside, rejoice, rejoice. Outside, rejoice, rejoice.
Ground connected me through the heartbeat. You can hear the car yelling, ringing down the whole street. How me and all my niggas celebrate all our feats ago.
Rejoice, rejoice.
That was like a triple entendre. He said the ground connect me through the heartbeat, then you could hear the car yelling, ringing down the whole street. You know, when you could feel everything through the street, like da 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 da. And then to say celebrate all of our feats, like all of the, the things we've accomplished, but also feats, like things that's walking on the street where you could feel the ground. Da da da. You know what I'm saying? Like I see what he did there. That's fire. This is my favorite song, and I know I keep saying that, but I always tell you if I've said that back to back to back. That's probably a great album. I'm sorry. That shit's really good. That's a crazy three track run that we just went on. And then the first minute and change of it not being no words for real, just being that production building up and really, immersing you. It works perfectly. That's actually one of my favorite moments of the whole album so far, is just hearing that jazziness just take you. Oh yeah, the child born under the sun, lift them up, we gon' hoist. That reminds me of the Lion King raising Simba up, and again, it kind of does play into the themes of community. It takes a village, that whole African proverb that takes a village to raise a child. We outside, rejoice, rejoice. I'm going to say that so much. Now, that's going to be one of my most replayed songs of the year, too. It's a feel-good song. All the Loved Ones, What Would We Do? Featuring Ice Cold Bishop. Pink Seafood. Okay. Pink Seafood was also on the Armie Hammer project. Ice Cold Bishop, I've been seeing that name for years. Literally years. And I always get them confused with Icy Twat. Why? I don't know. Speaking of Armie Hammer, thank y'all for all the views and the love on the past Armie Hammer projects. I reacted to the Haram one. Y'all was giving it love. I really appreciate that. I think it's like 1.3 thousand views. Thank y'all, by the way.
Don't stop playing with me. My mama said she gon' whoop your ass. Your ass.
That's real. That's real. This is This is one of the blackest albums I heard this year. I love it. Or last year.
Yeah. Don't stop playing with me. My grandma said, Mama. Money stack, you know we gon' do this for the reals. I wanna die today, that's really how a gangster feel. Let's get this over with. My eyes drip the windowsill. If you don't take this picture, nigga, I'm pushing back that pill, I guess. That's the summer that my mama raised a soldier. I look at pictures now and all that's changed is grinded down molars. And of course some absent members. You would've known if I ain't told you, cause I never shut up about all of my niggas for real. I mean, how could I, when even in life I never let them rest? We were who, holla, annoying mama, synonyms for jest. She checked up on us and found a basketball where our heads rest. Now my chain follow heartbeat as it tap up on my chest. Ever since Magic entered my life, I don't know what to believe. But I look up at the sky, realize I'm co-opting all your themes. Niggas rip off arms and names of heart they carried on their sleeves. He said, I'm sorry I killed that boy, but he tried to kill my dreams. Okay.
Ever since Magic entered my life, I don't know what to believe. But I look up at the sky, realize I'm co-opting all your themes. Niggas rip off arms and names of hearts they carried on their sleeves. He said, I'm sorry I killed that boy, but he tried to kill my dreams. That's heavy shit. Oh my God. Now, I don't know specifically, but this does remind me of how people take, scripture and the word and things from God, and then they co-opt it. They give it a whole new message. They give it a whole new meaning, a whole new spin. Probably the biggest example of this ever is the Europeans when they were doing that shit while enslaving, Africans, talking about, the Lord this, the Lord that. He says to do this, he says to do that. Obey thy master, all the types of shit, right? It's a big thing we all know about. But it's also a certain thing that we do with our ancestors and the people that came before us, where we kind of co-opt their messages as well. I mean, we've seen it done with Martin Luther King time and time again, where they try to make it seem like he was only about pushing, peaceful protesting. He's only pushing, sit there and take it, turn the other cheek, all that. But they don't like to talk about what was happening in the latter half of his career when he was starting to, be more on board with Malcolm X, talking about like, yo, the riot is the language of the unheard. And at a certain point, I'm not gonna keep letting you just kill everybody around me. He gave a really specific metaphor. I forgot what it was, but basically the message of it was, at a certain point, you have to defend yourself. But how many of us do that in our personal lives where we lose somebody and we kind of, we kind of put this like spin in our head that we're doing certain things for that person we lost, even though that person we lost probably wouldn't be in agreement of the thing we're doing. And that's what that line reminds me of. And then to go from that to niggas rip off arms and the names of hearts they carried on their sleeves. I don't know what they mean by that specifically. It feels like, we're enacting violence maybe, or maybe we're trying to cut off that showcase of emotion in the name of being emotional. I don't know. When you're so emotional that you don't want to show you're emotional, so you just kind of cut off that part of your feelings entirely. I don't know if that's what that means, but I do feel like there's something here within all these lines. I just fucked up the whole flow of the song. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care. There's something there.
I have my enemies toggled. Been stepping on demons for so long, I got a permanent hobble. And I've been working on myself, cause mama told me to. Just know a foot all in your ass is truly overdue. Shout out my brony, that's my dog, he 5 years sober too. I've learned to show my empathy so I can't live in truth. Say her name in vain, oh mamas ain't no homie pad. Lost my pops when I was 1, she was my only dad. Made me feel like I was missing one, that was my only brag. She called me bro, but she a trippin'.
Lost my pops when I was 1, she was my only dad, but didn't feel like I missed one. That was my only brag. That's real as hell. Shout out to all the moms that are, especially the boy moms that are raising their sons by themselves, and they're still playing both roles. You know what I'm saying? I give my mom a lot of credit for that.
Say don't bring me back, give me whatever, and she never say you owe me back. So I'm gon' ball like number 8 Afro Kobe back. And if we fall, we gon' ball again and then we stack. And ain't no hoe up in my heart, mama taught me that. And ain't no mark up in my blood, cause mama taught me scratch.
Your head.
LSC, mama said no strong mind weak, but a hard head get that ass beat. Pop said I drink, that spirit teach. In the end,
a hard head make a soft behind.
I think about them in my sleep, but I'm nodding off deep light, trying to get these songs right. In the beat like, thinking back like, all this little time we got left. It beat my ass for so long, I forgot what I did like. Probably missed steps like that switch bite. Spinning lines, running lines, just had a song right. I thought I was seeing shit twice. Shit hit different on sight. 10 feet, I was just deep swimming in feelings.
I thought I was seeing shit twice. Shit hit different on sight. Seeing twice on sight. That's fire. I'm not gonna say it because I want to say it. I want to say it's my favorite song again. I want to say it. I'm not gonna say it because it's probably not my favorite, but it's one of my favorites. I like that one a lot. And shout out to Ice Cold Bishop and Pink Seafood. Those were great features. I'm pretty sure that was Ice Cold Bishop. That was the one before this last verse. He got to be from the West Coast. That was like a West Coast type of thing, right? Like the way he was, talking and stuff like that. Let me look it up real quick. Los Angeles, California. South Central, of course. He was tough on here. The sentiment of the song, I loved it a lot. Again, this is like some real black shit. I fuck with it heavy. Pink Seafood at the end. It was really in the pocket. It was very like it was very kind of reminded me of scat a little bit, just not like he was jibber jabber or anything like that, but I just mean the way like the words flowed off into the next kind of reminded me of scat. It was very fluid. I think I would if I were to put somebody else on there, I would put Andre 3000 on here. I think he would do a really good performance. I think his voice fits with the backdrop that's being projected with this beat, especially when he gets into that soft like reflective tone like how he does on things like Life of the Party and his verse off Frank Ocean's album, like or even his verse off of Innocent Paak's album. Like I really would have liked that. This one is titled FFOL. Let's see what that stands for. Featuring Teller Banks again, that is a great name.
words when I write. The language best down from my head to my heart, to my wrist, to my fist, to my fingers ignite. Eyes open wide, you fantasize about how you catching such a wonderful sight. Sally, the nigga next to you, he catching the fistful of light. Been this way since back in day, the mailman saw my OG on porch and the nigga just fled. Made money off vigorous, gold off of Midas. Now chain like a hydra on end niggas' heads, but one to my ear. Curse has been placed on you. I'm sorry, nigga, that's just what it said. Show me a legend, I'm finna look at it like, why would you show me a nigga that's dead?
This nigga's crazy. This nigga's crazy. He already was cooking with the Midas and Icarus shit, you know what I'm saying? And Hydra, you know, and then on end niggas' heads, the Hydra, the heads, you know what he's doing with the mythology shit or whatever, right? And then you gonna say, show me a legend. I'm finna look at it like, why would you show me a nigga that's dead? This is your king. This nigga's gone. That's crazy. And it's all playing into the theme of death within the album. This nigga's crazy, dog. This is crazy. I love it already.
There we stand, but when hand silence deadly.
Like come on, like the way the beat pulls out, and then he does that softer speaking thing. Like that's some JPEG Mafia shit. Did this guy come before JPEG Mafia? Is this like one of his inspirations, or is this like another person that's in the same like age range? Like, cause I'm seeing similarities.
My shoulder weight is heavy. He leaned in and firmly said to me, he flying zigzag, but'll die if you steady. Thwang, middle finger release back of the string. Stand on the hill, watch it twitch when it's slain. If he got away, he's the only one to blame, man. Killing flying things always gonna be the same.
All right.
Till I get my get back, bitches big smoke. I'm serving big dope. To the watch, got more Joes in the face than the Kanye misquote. My bad, must have misspoke.
Did he say to the watch got more jewels in the face than a Kanye misquote? My bad, must have misspoke. Misquote, misspoke. Jewels in the face, jewels. Oh my gosh, the girl that was doing the media shit for Kanye's rollout and stuff like that. That's a bar. This dude's cooking. Cause like jewels. But then the jewels. Frost a nigga and press the poke. About to stretch your hands. Is that another Kanye reference? This was fire. This was tough. He went on his little Lil Wayne bag at the end though. That was like, you know, with the auto tune and the way he was punchline after punchline after punchline and the way they exploding together. He was on his little Wheezy shit at the end of that. I fuck with it. That was just fun to listen to. I'm not gonna hold you. I wasn't really paying attention to no themes for real. I'm gonna be real. I was just like enjoying the song. That's one of my favorites again. This is just a great album. I'm not gonna lie, it's a great album. I wasn't expecting much because I never heard of him. And the people that were talking about him, like, you know, on YouTube and stuff, and the people who recommended it to me, I didn't get the vibe that we had the same taste. But so far, I got 3 more songs left. I'm enjoying myself. This one was crazy though. So many lines. This is like the punchline song of the album, in my opinion. Listen, gentle. Nice flute.
He said, baby boy, just come here, never fear. Let me pull a quarter from behind your ear. If I show you how to do it and you get the magic right, you can use these tricks to help your ass take flight.
Okay.
Wow, I guess I never knew how, but it really comes alive when you say it out aloud. Take these pennies from my thoughts, turn it to 100,000, but I can't control the fire, everybody get down. He said, baby boy, just come here, never fear. Let me pull a quarter from behind your ear. If I show you how to do it and you get the magic right, you can use these tricks to help your ass take flight.
The violin, the energy, the drums, the magic talk. Oh my gosh! Let me just Keep listening.
Fire, everybody get down. I tuck my chain into my shirt, you niggas never finna catch me. Cause he juking and jiving don't mean that little boy is happy. Fell in love with exactly what's gonna keep him caged. The president's with the promise that he's gonna be saved.
Oh my god. Did you just hear what he said? Cause he jucking and jiving don't mean that little boy happy. He fell in love with exactly what's gonna keep him caged. Oh my god. Dead presidents with the promise that he's gonna be saved. Oh my gosh, bro. And then what are you about to say? What are you about to say?
To resurrect a few homies who wouldn't know who he was. Though he made a career off them ones, showing him love is tragic. Trying to keep my kindness in my steps with lightning in my eyes. Gramps ain't got much thunder in them left. Reminiscing on the days you put your knuckles towards cleft. Then we laughed so hard, hands on our knees that we wept. Those the memories I try to preserve. And because that's what I think that child deserves. Ring for hand, traced along the ridges of earth. I watch closely, lucky seeing her magic work. I found the answer to be so damn betrothed. I kill myself to bring you back. How's that magic alive?
This part, immaculate.
Do it and you get the magic right. You can use these tricks to help your ass take. Yeah, wow, I guess I never knew how, but it really comes alive when you say it out aloud. Take each penny from my thoughts, turn it to 100,000, but I can't control the fire. Everybody get.
Cinema. That was cinema. I don't even got no words to say. It takes you away into a different space, you know what I mean? I don't even got nothing to say. This is great. This is great. Like, what is there to say? This is beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? Let me pull a quarter behind your ear. If you learn how to do it and you get the magic right, you can use these tricks to help your ass take flight, you know? This is just good. Like, I have nothing to say. Like, this is just a really good song. This is beautiful, man. On some Chris Angel shit, take flight. Like, man. This is just good. I don't even have nothing to say, bro. Let's go to the next song. Listen, Gentle. Another one of my favorites, but I've been saying that a lot. Like, this is just good. This is just really good. Magic Alive. Okay. That's the outro.
I got a blanket with me in the riding. I'll make it so my niggas never dying. Maybe escape if we take the skies in. I got a blanket with me in the riding. I'll make it so my niggas never dying. Maybe the trees, the sky, what they all say matters. But you want me be responsible for liquor stove splatter fine. Tattered feathers became the Achilles heel. Chasing affinity to describe how sunshine feels under red moon. Black sun, father figure, mama's gun. Back room, one of one dance, circles raise him up. Haha, you seen it too right, baby. So sun and eyes dancing under the moonlight. Who hollering, clapping, and never missing a beat. So you seen a nigga rise and laugh at you in the street. It's a lie. Got a blanket with me in the riding. I'll make it so my niggas never dying. Maybe escape if we take the skies.
This hook reminds me of Paris, Texas. Paris, Texas. Which I've reacted to too. That also got a lot of love, but that was one of my first reactions. If you want to check it out, Paris, Texas. They left me with the sword, left me with the gun. You want to check it out.
Maybe escape if we take the skies okay, we got your mama call out from the window pane. How I know all of these boys who grew up with the window stained. With the phoenix on the shoulder, ironic the boy got flamed. It's the summertime.
Ooh, with the phoenix on the shoulder, ironic the boy got flamed. That's tough. Okay. Okay. At first I thought I wasn't gonna like it. I'm not gonna lie. The way it was that it started, I was like, damn. This always happens when the song is titled after the album. I like, for some reason, that's always like one of the songs I don't like on the album. I don't know. It happens all the time. But I liked it. I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. I didn't love it, but I liked it. Title Could Have Been Different, featuring Blue and Shamir. All right, let's do it.
We're making humble packs like the world will know our name. Now we're staring in the window, pray these lips can hold our frame. Oh my God, oh my God, I just might jump off of the roof. Now we're standing in the meadow where the flowers know our name. We ain't rapping where we go, shit, we probably go insane. Oh my God, oh my God, I just wanna jump off the roof. We
I love
by
this.
nature, who once favored summer stars. Biggest steps on concrete, but still look both ways for them cars. Babies beating on their chest, claim one day the world is ours. Till mama throw open window and yell my name from afar. With a face made of sunshine, first child of the bloodline. The punch before you run kind, don't just say shit, nigga. Spreading word as we run, from an ocean hits the sun. Was it that you wish the world knew about your loved ones? We making humble packs like the world will know our name. Now we're staring in the window, pray these lips can hold our frame. Oh my God, I just might jump off of the roof. Now we're standing in the meadow where the flowers know our name. We ain't rapping where we go, shit, we probably go insane. Oh my God, I just wanna jump off the roof. Fear of God, fear of law, fear her straightforward gaze. You not quick enough to raise hand, shit, it's always gon' graze. Altar boys just came home on the stoop playing dice. Through screen doors, her shape form, she died for this life once or twice. Take a step back when you finna
Who's producing these songs?
pacing back and forth, I can't find the words with this ink. I look up to the poster on my wall and I ask, what you think?
Me? You see, I think bright, though the mind is dark. Open my optics to optimism. That's what I was taught. To live like I'm blind, yet always guided by God. And I do this for anyone who looks anything like my mom.
Live like I'm blind, guided by God, walk by faith, not by sight.
And I do this for anyone who looks anything like my mom. You asking me what I think?
It's not a black woman I can't thank. Earl Sweatshirt.
Show me the importance of self-belief. Be love, be jazz, you don't gotta be me.
We're making humble packs like the world will know our name. Now we're staring in the window, pray these lips can hold our frame. Oh my God, I just wanna jump off the roof.
That part's one of the best parts of the entire album. That little hook right there, and that lady who's singing in the background of it, whoever that is, she is amazing. I just wanna jump. What? That's the outro too. That's the end. No, I didn't want this album to end. Damn. And its title could have been different. What does that mean? I grew up making humble packs like the world will know our name. You know, the irony of it being humble. You know what I'm saying? The world will know our name. That's funny. Now we're staring out the window. Pray these wings can hold our frame. One of my favorites again. That was McKinley Dixon, Magic Alive. I finally listened to a McKinley Dixon project. Everyone's been loving this guy. Well, let me not say everyone, but people in the underground or rap, well, this side of underground has been talking about him. And honestly, I get it. I understand why they love it so much. It's not for the reasons that I thought, though. I thought that he was going to be more like a lyrical, spiritual miracle guy, and that's why. And he had like these crazy Lupe Fiasco kind of schemes. And I thought, I don't know, like a name like McKinley Dixon, that's what I'm thinking, right? Well, first of all, a name like McKinley Dixon, I'm thinking of a country artist. That sounds like a country artist to me. But that wasn't the thing that got me for real. It was more of the soundscapes and how we used it to push an overall feeling while rapping about like some really relatable, just black shit, like energy wise, you know what I'm saying? So that was like what got me. Like, this was great in that aspect. It was great in the feature aspect. It was great in the production aspect. Like, the production is probably the best part of this album, in my opinion. Not to say that the rapping was bad, because the rapping was really good. But this is some of the most beautiful, most majestic sounding shit that has come out in 2025, in my opinion. And the themes of death, you know what I'm saying? And how he kind of... It feels like he... Like the metaphor for like the tools he needed to grow and get out of certain situations and get to new heights. The metaphor he used was magic, you know, and learning magic and how when you get certain tricks, it helps you elevate to the next thing, to the point where you're doing these bigger tricks where you're flying now. I think it's all a metaphor for the tools he gathered while living in the environment he lived in, and you know, that helped him soar. Let me give you some of my favorite songs. One of my favorite songs is definitely... It started with track 4, Recitative, and then all the way down, it was just amazing to me. Like, seriously, the first 3 tracks weren't bad. Like, let me show y'all. First 3 tracks weren't bad, right? These were solid or whatever, right? But when we got to track 4, the run that he went on after that was just superb. But it was these middle 3 that really did it for me. That was the transition point. So these are all of my favorite. We're Outside, Rejoice, so fun, so beautiful. All the Loved Ones, that was really fun and relatable. You know, I like that energy that we got. We got to keep that energy for the black woman in our lives. You feel me? My mom says she gonna beat your ass. FFOL featuring Teller Banks did his thing. He hopped into his Lil Wayne back at the end. That shit was hard. The beginning was hard. I fucked with it. Listen Gentle was just beautiful. Magic Alive was the only one out of it that was like cool to me. Like it wasn't bad. It was good, but it wasn't like as good as the other ones in my opinion. That was like to my ear. And then Could Have Been Different. It was just an amazing way to end it off. And that refrain of the I just want to jump out the road, like it's so catchy. It was an earworm in there that I really appreciated. If you have listened to it, let me know what you thought of the album. If you haven't listened to it, I recommend doing it. I'm probably gonna cut a lot of shit out because it's a long reaction. Let me know what y'all thought of this album. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. Airwave Me all platforms, airwave.me on Instagram. And I am on Twitch, Airwave Me on Twitch as well. I'm out. Thanks again. Peace.